All right. Now bear with us. It's Tuesday. We're coming off a very, very, very busy week. Thursday, Tuesday. Very busy week. We had 4 activations last week. So we are in need of several drinks, I think.
Yes. How are you guys doing today? I hope you guys are having a wonderful day, evening, all that. I hope you're finding somewhere to get you a beverage and decompress as well.
And it looks like we are live on Instagram. Let's check Facebook and make sure we're live over there. And then we can get into the beverages. Yes, we're live on all networks. Yes. Fantastic. Yes, we are live. All right, let's get a drink.
Yeah. I'm gonna start with.
Let's start with some bubbles. Easy to do.
Yeah, I'm gonna start this thing off immediately.
Start off with some very fine champagne and a Black-owned local product. We love to support local. You know, we love bubbles, especially. Yes, we can.
All right. So what we are opening up is Don Luchi Prosecco.
And if you're in Charleston, this Prosecco has been everywhere. People are talking about it, getting picked up in brands, it's in papers. Shout out to Justin Wages and his team that went out to Italy and worked with the purveyors over there to create this Prosecco.
Yeah, that's Twin and Grundy. Shout out to them. They definitely all went over to Italy back in early 2024 this year.
Love that sound.
And they have a Prosecco. Take pour it up before I get top.
Look at those bubbles. Tons of effervescence. Really small, fine bubbles.
So they call this a Agave Prosecco. So it's a superior DOCG. And I looked up what DOCG was, and the DOCG is the controlled and guaranteed origin. In 2009, with the reorganization of the denominations of Prosecco, the Ministry of Agriculture classified it as a denomination of controlled and guaranteed origin. DOCG, the highest level of quality for Italian wines. So shout out to them for getting the best. And they use the grapes Agave, and these are in the best area for this DOCG origin denomination.
It smells great. You're definitely getting a little bit of mineral on the nose, some earthy notes, a little terroir coming through.
Yeah.
Cheers.
I like it. You can definitely tell it's a fruit, but it's not super, super dry. You still have some notes of sweetness in there. And I'm trying to say you definitely get the terroir with the minerals. A little bit of salinity.
Definitely on the drier side. Definitely will be great to enjoy on its own. I'm sure there will be no issue with us finishing this bottle off.
No.
With ease. It's really drinkable. And I'm loving the bubbles coming off.
Yeah, I was about to talk about the super small, fine bubbles that come from, this type of grape. They produce these lovely bubbles, and they're so tiny.
So that just speaks to the quality of the craftsmanship going into making the champagne or making the Prosecco, excuse me.
Mm-hmm.
And if you attended our Biscuits, Beignets, and Bubbles class last week that we hosted at Ruby Sunshine in West Action, you would have learned the difference between Prosecco, champagne, cava, and
Sparkling.
yes.
There are multiple categories.
So shout out to Ruby Sunshine for hosting us. We had a great activation on Sunday well, this 22nd. We hosted Fruity Sunshine. We had
Last Sunday.
Yes, last Sunday. So much has been going on. We had a group come out. We got to get our hands involved. And we actually made Fruity Sunshine's classic buttermilk biscuits that they went into the back and they baked for us. When we went and we got to go home, we took home several dozens of those biscuits, which I have definitely been enjoying for the last couple of weeks. We were so busy, I haven't had time to do breakfast, so it's been great to just pop those guys in with some jam or some eggs, or bacon, and have that to go. And then we served everyone hot, piping, powdery beignets after that biscuit session that they enjoyed, while they got to taste some champagne and listen to us talk about the differences between bubbles.
Yes, and they had a time. I was recording everyone making their making their biscuits, and they got in there. They got nice and dirty and floury and powdery, and they really did their thing. And I had to just get rid of my last bit of biscuits last night because I had went through, and I can't anymore. I'm literally done with bread right now. But it was good.
It was fun.
It was good.
It was fun. And only 2 people that had been in attendance had ever made biscuits before. So it was great to always show people something new. People don't really think about making breads, making biscuits, but it's a good skill to have. It doesn't require a whole lot of ingredients. And I enjoy when we do these classes, that makes these processes more approachable. Sometimes doing something like that can seem so cumbersome and so labor intensive. When you're doing it with a group and someone's leading you through it, you realize that this is really easy and do this on your own time at home.
Yes. And once you have some wine in you and you have a couple of cocktails, you don't mind. You don't mind just getting in there and being brave with everybody else, because everybody's figuring those biscuits out. Every single person was up there trying to look at everybody and see what they were doing. So shout out to y'all for doing it. The class was awesome. It was a nice, intimate class. I really like classes like that because we can really talk to everyone that's there and really interact with them. So I enjoy a class that's about 15 to 12 people. We can really, really get to know you, and that's the whole point.
We did that. It was fun times out there. We didn't have Luchi Prosecco featured, but next time we definitely make sure to support this amazing product. It's delicious, and we just want to see it be in more places.
Yes. And because a lot of people done jumped on now. We are trying Don Luchi's Prosecco. He is right here from Charleston. His name is Justin Wages. He has a partner, Twin, and then Grundy. And they got together, 3 black men got together, and they went to Italy, and they decided that they wanted to produce their own Prosecco. And there's a great Prosecco. They did not skimp on anything. It's a beautiful bottle, beautiful label. Yeah. It's 11%. And if you want to buy it and you're in South Carolina, you can go get this from, I know for a fact, Bottles, and Kusal Creek Liquors. Mm-hmm. I know that for sure. And you can also go to some bars. I know that the Commodore has it. I know that Bar Mash has it. There's a few other bars, but they are actually hosting something called Moja After Dark tomorrow night. It's going to be after Tommy Brown's performance, featuring tribute to Frankie Beverly and Maze. And they're going to do a little after hours type event with the Don Luchi, and they're going to have some DJs up in there. It's going to be a time in Rare Bit tomorrow. And if you guys are in Charleston, you know how cool Rare Bit is. So
that's Flash, I think. Yes, definitely going to swing by there. And as we announced before, Moja is in full swing. Mm-hmm. So check out the Moja calendar and see if you are available to attend any of the Moja events, from art galleries to orchestra. There's operas, there's plays, there's performances. There's the event that Nika's talking about that is outside on Ann Street. It's going to be so much fun. It's
a block party.
A block party vibe. There'll be vendors out there, food. You can do a little bit of local shopping. So it's something that's for the whole family.
Yeah. Now this Moja After Dark is not for the whole family, but the Moja events are definitely family friendly. And you just have to go, like she said, look on the website, and then you'll be able to see what works for you, your boo, the churn, all that stuff.
And the event tomorrow is free. So definitely take advantage of all the free events. We will also be vending some cocktails on Sunday. The finale of Mocha is on Sunday at Hampton Park. We will be there. Make sure to put that on your calendar. We will be out there in Hampton Park at the main gazebo. Some really curated list of cocktails and mocktails for the kids.
And mocktails.
And for those who are abstaining alcohol at the moment. So definitely put that on your calendar. That also is a free event.
And if you come out, come holler at us. We check your ID. We maybe can have a little sample of some Don Luchi. We can get our hands on it. We can get our hands on it by Sunday. We'll definitely sample it out because it's great what he's doing. I think the other person of color that's doing Prosecco is Issa Rae with the beer rating. So shout out to them.
Shout out to her. It is good. And if you can still get some mimosa out there, grab some. Mimosa is good. Our girl, Desiree. Desiree with mimosa. She had a really great product. I think she's still promoting it in some areas.
Was it Prosecco?
I think it was Prosecco.
I think it was sparkling wine.
Okay.
Yeah, it was a sparkling wine because it was made in Florida.
But there, support the local wine and sparkling makers in your respective areas. We also had our Hispanic Heritage Cocktail Crawl last week. Shout out to Appleton for sponsoring that. We went to 4 different locations and had 4 amazing cocktails. And it was more of a cultural call than it was a kind of bartenders.
Yeah, it was a difficult task trying to find Latinx bartenders in a vicinity that was close by, that was also walkable. The weather is beautiful. We don't want to bring the bus back out until we have to bring the bus back out. So that was a task for us to really find them. But we were able to find some bars that were, sport about it, and they did some cocktails that were of Latinx descent. So we had a mojito. We had a Cuba Libre. Yes. I haven't had Coke in so long that I forgot that Coca-Cola and rum actually is tasty with some lime juice that actually works. And then we had one from Door Brothers that was a rip-off of a daiquiri, but they also had one called a zombie, and everyone loved that one. It was delicious.
A little bit spicy, but it was good contrast because the first one was so traditional daiquiri style. It had that spicy rum component. Afterward, it was really refreshing. And people don't really think about spicy when they think about rum cocktails. They think more. You never think, I'm going to get a spicy rum cocktail. So it was nice to have. I think it was called El Diablo.
Oh, El Diablo, yes. I'm thinking about a real
tea cocktail. Yeah. This El Diablo that our girl Erin made at Door Brothers was really nice. It was in tall glass. This was appealing and really engaging. People enjoyed that. We had some bites there. And then we went down to Little Palm, as Speaker said, we had the Cuba Libre. We also had a little salsa dance session with our guy that was playing tennis. He showed us how to do a combination of the bachata and the salsa situation. So that was our way to get a little bit of Black culture through movement and expression, because we know whenever we go to Mexico, dancing and music is so much a part of those experiences. We wanted to share that location with Little Palm.
It was gorgeous. I was going to say that. Like, just walking into that location now, it's kind of outdoors, so it is warm. So we had already been, primed up with 2 cocktails, and we hiked there. That probably was the longest distance that we walked, but the ambiance, nobody complained about the heat. They just had their fans out and they just had that makeup, honey, because it was so beautiful and everybody participated in the salsa dancing. So cheers to the people that's been supporting our events. They are really adventurous, open-minded, and that's exciting.
That was a nice little treat that no one was expecting. And then we capped the night off at Beignets, which is the dessert bar next to Peninsula Grill.
Yes.
And our guy Andre from Ecuador made a delicious creamy pineapple, kind of like nutmeg spice cocktail.
Yes. It reminds me, what is the drink that Cookie always makes for the holidays?
Horchata.
It reminds me of horchata, but it had lime. But it was delicious. It was creamy, it was white, and it went perfectly, because they had like some kind of coconut cream in there as well, and it went perfectly with the coconut cake. If you guys have ever been to Charleston and Peninsula Grill, then you know how famous they are with their peninsula grill. I mean, with their coconut cake, and we gave everyone a slice to kind of cap the night off. And people had a really, really great time. This was a true labor of love, almost battle royale, but we got the cocktail crawl together. So for people that came out and actually like enjoy themselves. So it was better than what we thought it was.
For sure. Shout out to Paula at Latina 99.8 maybe.
We'll have it.
She came out. They have a local Spanish language radio broadcast and publication. They sent out Paula to go along with us for the crawl. And she was talking to the bartender. She was in her Latin bag. And it was great to have that perspective on the crawl.
Yeah.
And the feedback was amazing. She was translating everything for her audience in Spanish. So it was just great to have that intersection between the cultures and have that representation at the...
Little do people know, Charleston has a huge, huge Latinx community. Dorchester Road has a lot of Venezuelans, has a lot of Mexicans. West actually has a lot of Mexicans. Sure. Then you can go over to Goose Creek, you see the Brazilians. That's right. It is so many different Latin American countries, Central American countries, people that are here in Charleston. And we need to like bring them in. We need to bring in more of their food. Yeah. We need to bring in more of the music, the culture, and hopefully attend a few of their festivals. So it's not a one-off type thing. It's a continuous support type thing because they want to do everything to support us now. We just appreciate it.
Yes, check out her reel on social media. I think it's Latina Charleston. Yeah. And it's a great recap. It's in Spanish, but definitely check it out and, follow them. They have a great community and have their own events and things going on that you can partake in. Get a little bit of that culture here right in Charleston.
Yes. Good times. Thanks, Appleton. Everybody has such a different, cool outtake on using the product, and that's what we love too. The biggest thing about our crawls is to try a new cocktail, meet a new person, see a new restaurant, make a new friend.
Yeah. We checked off all of those boxes with one location or another with someone's first time being at one of those 4 spots. And all those cocktails, for the most part, they had never tried before.
And FYI, y'all, we feed people. And people were surprised that there was more than just finger food. Like, we actually gonna give you some kind of sustenance. Y'all are drinking cocktails with us for 3.5 hours. We are very aware of you guys drinking cocktails with us for 3.5 hours. You gotta eat something. And, we didn't really talk about Frankie and the Fox, but Frankie and the Fox, what was the name of the bartender again? Jacob. Mm-hmm. And he was awesome too. He had a really good riff on oh my god, pastor, tapache, which is like an infused pineapple oh my gosh, the pineapple core. It's not even core. I am killing this right now. Get out of the way of the pineapple, the skin, and you're gonna call it. He takes and makes a whole like concoction out of that, and then he added the rum, which it was delicious. People loved it, and he was Mexican. He was from Mexico, yeah. So his family was from Guadalajara, so that was really, really cool. But they also have great food at Frankie and the Fox. And we had meatballs, pizza, little this, little that,
and full-size cocktails. Let's let that be known too. Some people do crawls, they give you little samples. Nothing's wrong with a sample. Nothing's wrong with a little 2-ounce situation. But when you go on one of our crawls, you're getting a full-size cocktail, and you don't have to share hamburgers. If we're giving you sliders and burgers, you're getting a full burger. Okay, you're getting meatballs, you're not slicing them. You're getting a full meatball. Okay, yeah. Full size of the pizza, not cut into 3s and 4s.
You need to eat.
And listen, we like to eat.
Yeah.
We like to munch and to nosh. So we're not going to be out there in these streets drinking, not have bites for ourselves and not sharing with you guys. So that's the ticket price. When you look at our ticket price, $75 for these crawls, you're getting a huge bang for your buck.
And it's a huge deal as well. That is a deal. Other events that you go to where you go to 4 different spots, have 4 cocktails, a dance lesson, and then you get to take away, because you could have took your food with you if you didn't want to eat it there. You could have taken it to go. Like, they're not doing that for $75. They know this. But we want to make it accessible to people to be able to experience something different in the city. Luckily, majority of the people at our crawl had not been to at least one of those spots.
Yeah.
100%. They hadn't been to at least one of those spots on our location, and that's what it's all about. Exposure on all levels.
Yes, it's all about exposure, you guys. Support the events. Seriously.
Right.
We do this for you and people who come to enjoy it. If you have questions about the ticket price, DM us, let us know. We can give you an outline of what we have going on so that you know what you're getting yourself into. We have vegetarians who are on the crawl, so we made accommodations for them. We have folks who can't eat shellfish or shrimp. We made accommodations for them. So just reach out, let us know
People
what
are allergic to coconut. Again, made accommodations.
Even that last cocktail specifically, they were able to make it with for someone who could not imbibe on coconut juice. So we are here to help make you enjoy yourself while you're with us.
Yeah, so that was Saturday, Sunday, and Wednesday. So now we're going down to Friday.
Before we get Friday, Thursday.
Oh gosh.
Thursday, our guy Jason had a Hennessy training at Matador downtown. It was an amazing event. The rep that we met during Tales of the Cocktail at the Hennessy Moet House was there. So it was all love and connection and reuniting that interest because Tales is a blur. And he had been letting us know that he was coming down. We had great tacos. I just want to show off the swag because they're always so good with the swag at Hennessy. Then we got a fan. This is the fan inside this Hennessy box because it was definitely hot. And then we have some whiskey stones. If you guys know what whiskey stones are, they are stones that you can put in the freezer to chill, and you can put them in your drink so you don't have to water them down. I think these are super cute. Me personally, I feel like you always need a little bit of ice to chill things down and become diluted. But I can see for the people who don't want any water in your spirit, this is for you. That's because we're big advocates of diluting and having a little bit of water in our drinks. So these will definitely probably be gifted to somebody. But super cute branding. Hennessy does a great job. It was an amazing presentation for those who were new to cognac and really understanding the cognac category beyond Hennessy. I really appreciate that Hennessy didn't make it so brand specific, that they were talking about the category as a whole, and really just educating the consumer. And there were a lot more consumers in there than there were trade as far as people who actually work in the industry. So giving them that education, that tasting, with a pairing with different chocolate, cranberry, and grape, and it really opened up people's ideas when they think about making cocktails with cognac, as opposed to just sipping on it neat, as we so often do. But yeah, shout out to Jason. If you're not familiar with USBG, please look into membership. That was hosted in partnership with USBG, and we're trying to get to do more of our lunch and learns more frequently throughout the month. How was the food? The food was great. Shout out to Matador. We had a whole taco bar, taco salad. It was fresh. It was light. They had beef, chicken, and pork, and a veggie option for those who don't imbibe the meat or don't endorse the meat. So shout out to Matador. And they have just an amazing mezcal selection. If you're into mezcal like I'm into mezcal, you definitely want to check out the Matador. Go upstairs to a duck-off location. You will see the bar full of
the vastness. It's the bar's walking in the back. It's
on the side. Don't stop there. Go all the way to the back to that mezcal bar, and you will be impressed. I'm sure you will find a mezcal that you have not yet tried that you will deeply enjoy.
So I guess that's continuing on with Hispanic heritage.
Yeah, there we go. There we go.
I want to make sure that y'all ate, because the cognac wasn't hidden, but the food was. So shout out to Matador. So that was Thursday. It's been a long. Friday, we made our way to. Well, did you go to the beginning?
I did.
On Thursday. There's a lot on Thursday.
Yes,
for food and wine.
there was.
I did not make it there. It was raining cats and dogs. I don't know how she got.
First, I had to go to Julia Auditorium and pick up our bag. Shout out to J Stark.
J Stark is a local bag company.
Show them the bag. It's gorgeous.
It's so cute.
It's so functional. I have been using it
So
since
thick.
Fake green is my favorite color, so we already there in that. People have been stopping me all weekend.
One thing in the bag.
No, you
No.
can't.
You can't even buy they start.
You can't. So they had these things labeled. You see to be the same up there. The checking process was seamless. No problems. I walked up there. I got the bags that it came with.
Came with so many things. First of all, it came with our itinerary, which I thought was just heaven. Full itinerary. Don't care if y'all see it now. No, it's over now. They gave us a little signage. You know, this is gonna be history, so something that we can keep. And then just like a pocket guide, so you can get around Charleston. These different people that are traveling. And I haven't gone into this green letter
It's
yet.
just a thank you.
Oh, okay. They gave us some aprons, same color as the bags. That's so fun. We'll be using in. Of course, they got our girl, Miss Lily's of Charleston with the Gullah Pop, and it's my favorite flavor too, the lemon pepper.
Tracy was in and about. We saw her all weekend. She was really enjoying herself. Hey, Tracy.
We got Andy's White House Farms. Oh, I can't wait to put these. Carolina Gold Rice Grits. Carolina Gold Rice Grits. Our next rice event. Yes.
That's level 7.
We got Southern Living. Cup is very cute.
Little tumbler situation.
It is so cute. And then some cheese biscuits from Ann's of Charleston.
Local company, young girl,
local.
support local.
And Charleston Coffee Roasters blend, beach house blend.
Trying to get into that coffee.
And then we have a travel and leisure little notebook. So Southern Living, Travel and Leisure, Explore Charleston, sponsored of Food and Wine. And it was fantastic.
They had all those bags for us, and then in the lobby they had even more snacks from local companies. If you know Charleston, you know Beignets wafers
Yeah.
are quintessential, iconic Charleston. But they also had ginger snaps. They had Earl Grey tea cookies. Just so you can get a sample of Charleston flavor and support local brands. I really enjoyed that they had so much local stuff all over the place. You kind of expect sometimes when a brand as big as Food and Wine comes in, that they're going to bring in huge national brands, but they kept us staying really small, really approachable.
They brought us some regional brands.
They did, but they gave them the same amount of shine as they gave it.
Yeah, it was equal.
Yes, they gave it the amount of attention and exposure. Even in the media lounge that they have for talent, there was a bunch of local products in there for us to enjoy and take home with us. So, you know, just from a talent standpoint, working with them behind the scenes, going to get our credentials, even our Lexus transportation.
How was the Gibbs?
The Gibbs was really nice. I've never seen a Gibbs set up the way that they had it set up. And it was protected from because it was raining cats and dogs. It really was. It was tinted, so it was very limited exposure to the weather. The food was good, tons of little bites. It was great, a lot of seafood. I just really stood by the oyster station and was just taking the vibe.
Pulled out of the festival from the oyster station.
I love the oysters, okay? And people just say 2. Give me 6 at a time. And then we're working and we're rocking there. But no, the opening night was nice. It was mostly talent and donors and brands,
Which is cool as well. I think that's cool because we don't ever get to be in the same rooms at the same time and meet with the people who actually put these events on.
Yeah.
So I was a disconnect. And that's one thing I can say about Food and Wine. Was the people that was emailing us or the people that we actually saw,
Yeah.
or the people that we actually interacted with. Like we knew Sophie,
Yeah.
and Sophie literally was in our class. Like, what's up? What do you need? I'm right here, so glad to meet you.
Mhm.
And it was so nice to have that kind of support and know that it's the same person. You don't have to, you know, play a game of telephone and try to tell them what you told someone else and you told
Right.
someone else. That this was the person that you actually talked to. So that was amazing. I'm gonna back it up because Johnny did talk about the Lexus pickup. I was outside in front of the office and Johnny's mom whipped up in here and was like, "What's going, girl?" Like, "Oh, we can go." And Lexus, I don't know what company that you guys worked with, but that company made sure that we needed to get where we needed to go. We got there. They did give us pit stops. I mean, Uber who?
Right.
No shade to Uber. I love you, but it was such a convenient amenity
Yeah.
to have with the food and wine. Because I mean, who wants to drive while you're doing all of this eating and drinking and fellowshipping?
Right. Yes, they provided talent and some of the staff with on-call Lexus drivers. So there was a number that we could call. We would give them our name, our location, and they would pick us up, take us where we wanted to go.
Yep.
And it was great. They would wait for you too. So if you were running a little late and you needed like 5 or 10 minutes,
No pressure.
no pressure, no problem. They would just sit out there and they would wait patiently for you to open the door, coming in, going. There was water always inside the vehicle for you to be hydrated.
Shout out to Apapana.
Yes. And I definitely took one with me every single in or out of that vehicle. I was taking some water. They were from all over the country, so they were new to Charleston. So getting to hear their experience in the city was nice and refreshing. And they were excellent drivers.
Excellent. I mean, that's what they do all day. They come here, they go to different places around the country, and they literally drive for events, conferences, and festivals, and make sure those people get to and from their locations safely. And I respect it. I love them. The guy, Pat, was my driver as well. Pat told me to tell you.
Oh, God.
He told me to tell you that he appreciated meeting you, and that whenever you're in Philly, holla.
Oh, Philly fans. Absolutely. We wanted the drivers to feel that experience too, because they weren't able to drink and really indulge in the experience we wanted them to have at the time just in our city. And it sounded like they really did. I enjoyed the drive.
Me too.
I took advantage of it, and I hopefully that other festivals that we're involved with pick up on that kind of service too.
I mean, I will give Euphoria, shout out to Euphoria.
Yes.
Euphoria had that kind of program going on years ago.
Yeah.
So I'll give Euphoria Greenville that. And yeah, I loved it. I loved it. Especially if y'all got a car sponsor. If y'all got a car sponsor, y'all need to call up those drivers and have those drivers driving those cars for you. Don't need to have anybody drive.
Yeah, especially they had some events out in Cielo this
They
year.
took them all out there and brought them all back, which is so convenient, 40 minutes away.
Not having to worry about that. It took away the question of, can I go? Should I go? I mean, we still didn't go, but we were at another event way too long, enjoying ourselves there, and didn't want to leave, which is the best compliment you can give any event, that you never don't want to leave to go to the next one.
And not to completely sway mine, but I love the flow.
Yeah.
It was a very seamless flow, and I had never, in all of the festivals, I've known that we've been to probably 50 at this point. Out of all the festivals we've been to, I've never seen a flow like that. It's usually bombardment. It's usually everybody in long lines where you have to walk around the lines because they bottleneck. It's usually very stressed and overwhelmed talent that's serving you. It was none of that. The talent was super excited. They were relaxed. They were serving us food, serving us drinks. It was just super chill. And then they had two sides, baby, East and West. And that was another experience. Other than Veneto, we haven't had somewhere that had the East, the West, and it's still in the same space. So it's all over the place. But this is like the tasting, the grand tasting is all in the same place. I loved it. It was great. The food was great, fresh, different. They had 4 different tastings, and the food was different every time. It gave them time to change up. They gave them time to adjust and, restock. So
Take a break. Use the
yeah,
bathroom. Just take a phone call.
yeah,
We work festivals when we're working from 12 to 5.
yes, no break.
And if you don't have somebody on your personal team to relieve you, you were just stuck. And
Can't use
you can't even use the bathroom, bro. Like, seriously, you have to time that with your person that's working with you. So it was good from a top perspective, from an exhibitor perspective, and from consumers. All I've heard was great reviews from consumers.
Oh, of course.
And our session,
Y'all didn't really even get to our session yet. So our session, what I loved about what they did with our session placement, because sometimes we go to events and we be getting bad placement.
yeah,
We be going on too early. We be going on too late. it just, or something else super popular is going on at the same time. But they did all of this shit at the same time at 10 a.m. and then at 3 a.m. And was there one later?
No, that was the last. Then it went back to 10.
Okay, so 10 a.m. and 3 a.m. In our session, people were able to be there without fear of missing the grand tasting. So both of our classes, Friday and Saturday were packed. Friday was standing room only. Yeah, standing room only. And then Saturday, it was still packed. I still had 1 or 2 seats left, but baby, these people love tequila.
They really did. We had a great crowd. They had questions. Like almost immediately, they had their hands up ready to inquire about what we like, about different things that they heard about additives and celebrity brands. So it's great to have an audience that's more informed.
Our go-tos.
Yeah.
That's a brand. Y'all need to start sending us some more products so we can get our tequila knowledge up a little more, because they're asking us what's the up and coming tequilas, and we need y'all. I mean, we got one coming up. But we need to have some more selections, some more name drops. These people are used to these names.
They were really wanting to try something new. Like they were asking us for brand names, locations where they can buy, all that good stuff. So these are consumers who are ready to try new things. We expose them to these new products, and we made 2 cocktails on stage of Paloma using the Weber Ranch. And we made our custom cocktail Black Pepper Berry. We've been serving that for almost 10 years now.
Really?
We made that with the mezcal for the first time.
Yeah, and I actually like it.
People love it.
The blackberry and the smoke. Blackberry and smoke go together.
Yes, they do. They really do.
They go together.
Shout out to Amanda Phelps and the Hotel Emmeline team for crafting those cocktails for us. They were great both days.
Shout out to them for just hosting all of the seminars, the sessions, the afternoon sessions.
Yeah.
I think Gilliard hosted the morning sessions, and they hosted the afternoon sessions, and they are a phenomenal team. Their back of house is amazing. Their kitchen is amazing. Like, I'm excited to work with Hotel Emmeline again on that level.
Hotel Emmeline is the same people who run Franny and the Fox. So shout out to
we were at on Wednesday
for our cocktail cross, but we loved them a long time. And we were able to trust that we were going to have great cocktails. Whenever we don't make our own drinks, we're always like,
skittish. We're always skittish.
Always skittish. Even when they're like an hour early the first day, they'd be like, let's try this.
And I want to talk about the star of the show, the Weber Ranch. People were so excited to try an agave vodka. They never heard of it. And I think that's the big thing about festivals. People want to be exposed to something new.
That's right.
And real. And this is 100% Blue Weber agave, but it's not tequila, baby. It is vodka.
People were drinking it up. We do the old switcheroo. We serve them a drink and they'll tell them what's in it.
Mm-hmm.
And then we say, oh, that's vodka. And they're like, what?
Mm-hmm.
Same with the other cocktail. Well, that's mezcal. They don't smoke. But they were pleasantly surprised by the complexity and the drinkability of the cocktail.
Yes.
That it wasn't just a whole smoke show in their mouth, that it was palatable.
Yes.
We got into the El Cielo, which is a Cristalino filter.
Actually, it's not.
It's not?
No, it's actually the El Cielo is a top shelf silver.
Oh.
So Patron wanted to level up their silvers. I guess they've been hearing some reviews about the original silver. So they wanted to level up, and they got the El Cielo. So it's 4 times distilled, and that's what gives it the smoother flavor. It very closely resembles it, very much. But I had to look it up and make sure, because I know they have another type that's Cristalino. So I had to look it up, and this is their top shelf, their high luxury silver. So they're competing with the Lalos and the Dragones and yeah. So this is what this is, which was perfect because it was represented. Oh. So yeah, this is their top shelf vodka. I mean, top shelf tequila.
Top shelf tequila.
And we're gonna get into a little bit of it.
It's delicious. This is our first time having a bottle. I haven't tried it before. But we really wanted to show people just the range of agave to really, demystify any preconceptions about it being grassy or earthy or, minerally, to get away those college memories in your mind and put some refined and exquisite tequila in your glass.
But an hour is not enough, y'all.
No.
An hour is not enough to even talk about Blanco, Reposado, and Añejo, let alone Mezcal, and let alone Agave vodka. So we were literally word salad. If y'all look on the page, y'all can see the first day. And you know what? There was some hiccups, but you know what? We worked through them and had a blast with the crew. It's all about your audience. Your audience will make or break your event.
Yes, cheers. So it's great that the audience came after being at the grand tasting because they were already a little
Feeling
bit
a little good and a little happy.
okay. And like Nika said, we were able to roam around. So they had already seen us.
Mm-hmm.
And people knew from the program, because there isn't an overwhelming amount of programming, you get an idea of who the talent is, or who's going to be in these events.
And Eileen, you're the talent. Oh, big pink.
If they really ask you, what are you doing? What is your seminar? Or I know you're going to be in the Agave class. I'm coming to your class.
Yes.
So that was great. So there was already anticipation there. And then we just delivered on the drinks, which are easy. We have quality spirit in front of you. And again, we had a little hiccup. The team behind the scenes was amazing.
Oh, great.
When it came to pivoting with us with the miscommunication that we had.
Yeah. The next day was 180, but I mean, it really didn't have to be 180. Like, we had so many people come up to us Sunday and Saturday about the class on Friday because it was raw and it was real. And we don't realize it because we live in these worlds and live in these bodies. But people are really impressed at how much we know about tequila, not knowing that we done put in 10 plus years of research. So I appreciate everybody who, encouraged us, even though we were kind of stressed about some things that we had some miscommunication about, but it worked out. Saturday was even better. And it was great. 10 out of 10 for me. I really enjoyed them. My only critique was my keep it a buck. My only critique is that there would have been more entertainment or more like a DJ or something to get people moving. We was going on that drinking and eating, and people weren't being jovial. And I like to have fun. Dance when I'm eating my little food and my cocktail. So that's my only critique. But if I had to pick from good food or good music, I'll pick good food every time. So they made the right choice. And I appreciate, us being there first year inaugural.
Same. Even with the critique, that was the only element that was missing was a little bit of a turn up, a little bit of a dance break moment. Like, we have such great local entertainment here.
We do.
Just to have a little moment at the grand tasting where there was a little performance section where people could just get a little bit of local flavor. It could have been jazz. It could have been some emotions going on. Somebody from the opera scene.
That would have been super smart.
Right?
That would have been smart.
It would have been a nice crossover in first year.
It was a tester year to see if they wanted to have food and wine in another area. And they thought Charleston would be it. And there are talks of it coming back. So fingers crossed it comes back, and then we're a part of it again because that was an awesome festival. And we had a great time.
Blast.
I'm going to do one more honorable mention before we get into this tequila. Honorable mention the Bar 167. Baby, for the industry party, y'all showed up and showed out. The food was amazing. Like, that crab roll. Sir, ma'am, madam, lump, mister. It was very lumpy. Y'all had plenty of crab in there. The shrimp tastes like sweet. Oh, it was so good.
It was such good shrimp. And it wasn't local, but it was good.
And it wasn't over seasoned. No. All you had to do was put on some lemon, a little bit of lemon on there. That's all you needed to do.
And the oysters, the oysters. But your girl had like 2.5 dozen.
Oh, I was going to say I had about a dozen. My best is 4. But they had some with caviar and fresh caviar cones. Literally had cones of caviar in a buttery cone.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
2 bites down. It was so good.
Bar 167. Mwah.
And they just had a bucket of wine, a bucket of champagne. You could afford it yourself.
Go get you some cocktails, water on deck, upstairs, downstairs. If you guys haven't been to Bar 167, you're missing out. If you like seafood, you are missing out. Honorable mention to them. They were great.
They were great. How can I forget? That was amazing. My first time in that location, so I was just overwhelmed by the ambiance in there.
Beautiful ambiance.
Gotta go run that back. It's ducked down off Lower King Street, like down bottom on King Street. But it's worth the trek out there. And I'm telling you, it was great. I can't remember our guy's name in there that we know for so long.
I know his last name is Door. He on Instagram as well saying thank you for coming and we didn't come back in there. So he is one of the brothers from Door Brothers, which we also went to for the crawl. So crazy how things go in full circle. Yeah, full circle. And he also wants us to come back.
Let's do the shoes first. If you saw us walking around all weekend, you would have saw us in these shoes as we are in these shoes.
I'm gonna say
right now.
So shout out to Lema. If it was Lamo, they wouldn't have had that.
Lamo.
Is it Lamo? Okay, I guess it is because it was Lamo on it.
Mm-hmm.
Lamo. So these shoes have been so comfortable. They sent us these shoes to review, and they're perfect for festival weekend because you want to wear something cute, but you also don't want to be wearing things that hurt your feet.
Yeah.
I wore heels for the first day, and everybody was asking me how my feet were doing. They were all right. You know what I'm saying? They were all right.
These are cute. There's cushion, so there's like padding when you walk in, so you can walk for a long time on these. And this is nude color. You can wear it with so many different outfits.
And they stretch.
They stretch to conform to your feet, so you can wear it with a dress, like Tanika right now, or pants like me right now. Dressing up, dressing down. Got so many compliments on these, and I didn't feel like I needed this. As soon as I got to the house, get out of the house.
Yeah.
Because even with some flat shoes, you're like, oh, hey, get off my feet out of them. These not giving those feelings. Check out lamofootwear.com if you want to check them out and get these shoes on their Instagram as well, Lamo Foot Care. They have a ton of beautiful fashion, comfortable, wearable, festival, conference type shoes.
They do.
That are comfy, cozy, and still very stylish. So,
and these are about $65. So not crazy expensive, and they're gonna last a long time just because of the quality.
I have been packing them ever since I got them to wear out.
They're very comfortable.
To different events
and support. They got different pads and support.
They got support, and we're getting more into the lifestyle, more into the fashion. You're gonna see more of these looks from us, showcasing those looks while we're at these events. Because that's a part of, especially in Charleston, being festival dressed is just as important as getting access to the festival.
And back in the day, we had a fashion week. That used to really have us in touch with that, but we don't have a fashion week anymore. I mean, we do, so our Charleston Fashion Week, but it's not a fashion week like it used to be, so. Last one. I'm gonna show y'all the box first before we get to talking. This is Ghost Tequila. Ghost Tequila is made with a ghost pepper. So start off with that, and that's just music to my ears. Period. I love a spicy tequila. I love a spicy everything. I know a pepper hate to see me coming. And this is perfectly spicy. And I guess I'm gonna turn it back around.
It's a big box.
To show y'all all the things that's up in here. Up in here.
Shout out to the Ghost Tequila team. They were definitely at Food and Wine Classic this weekend.
All weekend.
They had a table in the grand tasting, and they had a beautiful mango cocktail.
Yeah, they had a mango cocktail. It was so good. And they even served that at the bartender's brunch, which we attended on Sunday. And that was literally a highlight because it gave us the dance component that we had needed. We had needed that component. And so it really brought. As soon as I walked in, I never knew that I was so sorry, y'all, I can't say it, but I was on that radio black heavy.
It was that. I don't know who was DJing and Proof that day. Shout out to Craig and BB, the whole.
It did so well.
So well. But it was not a miss all afternoon. It was great. They had food from Ruby Slippers. Y'all, we love them.
Ruby Slipper, y'all showed out on that food because chicken biscuits, and then like a little chicken skewer with the French toast.
Yes. It was all yeses.
Y'all did so good. It was so good.
They had like a little chicken taco situation. They had so many
Yes, they had real breakfast burritos.
Mm-hmm.
Amazing.
It was great. Because, you know, sometimes you don't know when they say food, they be like, this is going to be like,
And I'm gonna keep it above. Proof is small.
fruit is small.
I was trying to figure out how I was gonna do this brunch in Proof, and they did it seamlessly. They did it seamlessly.
They had a Bloody Mary bar towards the back. They had your own garnishes. They had like marinated shrimp and bacon strips and olives and okra that was pickled.
Didn't even go back there. I didn't see that part.
Peanuts. And this is a small bar, y'all.
Did not even see that. But what I loved about bartenders brunches and anything that's really, really marketing trade, we get the vibes. We're not sitting down. We're standing up for the most part. We're moving around the room for the most part, and we're all showing each other love. Like it's not a stale party. Everybody is lit. It's like when you go home for a family reunion with your family, you could just turn up, and that's how they work in there. So we was all tight on each other, hugging each other, talking this close to each other's face. It was
Sharing drinks.
COVID. But let's see what we got in here. We got so much crap stuff in here, you guys. We have a shaker from Ghost.
Love the black. We
Yeah.
have it like this. Beautiful.
We got a beautiful glass. Oh my God, they have not spared anything. Cheeky lime juice. So cute.
Love a custom juice situation.
Ghost tequila hats. They also had hats, glasses, t-shirts, and everything at the brunch.
The whole area. Again,
Whole
this is a small
swag area.
and it was a swag area.
Perfectly spicy tea. I think they have some of these at the event as well. Another glass because it's two of us.
Thank you for considering that.
We always love a dehydrated lime wheel or dehydrated lemon wheel. We always love that.
We would definitely use it. Of course.
Some black salt.
Ooh. Show the people. That
Black salt.
you know, Halloween's coming up. Los Muertos is coming up. You will be seeing this
And
black
we got fish coming up for that too.
Mm-hmm.
We have the Ghost Tequila Agave. So this may be a spicy agave. I'm excited to try that. I'm going to try that.
Yeah, we love raw agave. Like getting quality agave can be hard to find. And this looks like it might be a new favorite. I hope it's like
Good. And then they got the Baby Ghost Tequila 375. And this one is, of course, 100% agave and tequila with natural flavors. It's actually, oh my God, something happened with the bubble. Something came up there, like some balloons.
oh, thank you for the balloons.
And I didn't know that. When you do certain stuff, it'll call yourself. Y'all don't forgive us.
Technology is
It ain't gonna do it.
give us a like, you guys. Give us a heart. Maybe that was something that the system was doing.
I don't know what it was doing, but Ghost, spicy blanco, and then they have a spicy reposado as well. And
Hey. I can't see from there. I don't even know what I'm trying.
says eclectic design. Ha ha. Yeah, did you have the French 75 tees you want us to wear? We need to get those so we can put those on live, Mahar. We definitely want those.
All right, before we get to the hot spicy tequila, we want to try the agave.
And then get into the hot spicy tequila. I should have brought the bottle already.
Where's your shot glass?
It's around. It's over here.
So it's looking,
Got those big old box.
it's looking thinner than our typical thick agave syrup, which is cool.
It's definitely not tequila.
It's no.
She said, ha ha ha, yes. Okay. I just want to make sure. I don't want
It's
not tequila for real.
it might be the glass. We have it drinking in there. Let's see.
So it's very light and it's spicy. It's not even spicy. It's good.
No, that's great. Agave. And actually, it's thicker on the tongue than it looks when you pour it.
It's thicker, but it reminds me of Simple Goodness Sisters with their simple serves, how they're nice and loose.
Yeah.
And they're perfect for blended cocktails.
Yeah. Theirs are looser, but it does not lack flavor at all. All right. The heat.
I mean, you took shots of this. I don't know why she acting like,
But the same, we took a shot of it with coffee, and she was so,
like, so it wouldn't even open back up. I knew she was displeased.
I was not a fan of it at all.
I was really got a piece of that coffee. I was really got a piece of that coffee.
They have a coffee variation that they make as well.
And we mix them together.
Mm-hmm. Early bird. And so we're gonna reach out to Ashley, shout out to you, boo, and ask her to get
that bad boy right.
Some of that coffee liquor or coffee spirit. How do you go for it?
It was something liqueur. I don't know if it's a liqueur or if it's a liqueur, but it was a half and half situation, and it wasn't bad for you to just I think Johnny was.
I was sipping.
It wasn't aggressive, and it didn't have your stomach hurt.
See.
Did they give us the tahini as well?
Yeah, they did.
Oh, and they gave us some tahini. Shout out to the tahini. One of my favorites on cocktail. I drank the whole thing. Y'all, it's not. It's not counted in the habanero cocktail.
That's coffee.
This is good. And if you can mix it up with the water, you try the watermelon shots there.
I don't like those either.
One like the tahini rim across the top. You just don't like spice, and I think the spice kind of throw off the flavor profile for her. Because me, it only enhances the flavor profile. Girl, I love it. So.
I was drinking spicy margs. I had all 3 of them at the brunch, and they were delicious. BB made them. They were really balanced where I got the heat, but it was on the back end. It was on the back end. So it was palatable. This is giving me a lot of. I'm not saying I'm not offended, but I'm definitely feeling the heat. It's ghost pepper.
I'm done. I gotta finish mine. I took that thing.
So you can see why they had a whole Bloody Maria bar. Yeah, you can easily do a version of Bloody Mary.
Bloody Mary bar.
Ghost tequila and have a little bit of punch because it's more characterful than your vodka is. You don't have to. You can add Tabasco if you want for it. The flavor one you don't need it for the heat.
You don't need it for the heat. You can just add your little drop of something, but you don't need it for the heat.
They had the whole stuff. They had the Worcestershire sauce. They had all of the setup back there. Again, shout out to Craig, shout out to BB, and the whole staff over there who they have been holding down that spot in King for so long.
Yeah,
being a quality craft cocktail bar in our city. Mm-hmm. Every food and wine, every wine and food, there's an event in that space that's always iconic, and they have not disappointed yet.
And I think that's the benefit of a brand working with bartenders who really, really know how to do parties, because they can get the perspective from the bartenders and their side, and then all you have to do is come in and produce food, right, and produce your beverages. And it was a match made in heaven, one of the most fun parties I've been to all year as far as the industry.
For real.
And that is rivaling the Illegal party, which was amazing as well. Charleston, I'm liking what I'm seeing here. I'm liking what I'm seeing with Illegal. I'm liking what I'm seeing with Ghost. And Ghost, let's do something together. I love spice. Let's do something together. More favor.
My tongue is tingling.
She need to mix that thing up with some pineapple juice or some, mango. They did have a great mango cocktail that kind of subdued it. The mango flattens it out. You might just pour you a little bit of mango.
A little Shinola. Oh, you still got plenty in it. They had a great activation at the classic as well. But I was happy. We were done by 2 o'clock.
Yes.
And you had a nice little buzz. And you still had your whole day.
I had no day. I was home. I went to sleep. I woke up at 11:30 p.m. I was so tired. I was tired.
It had been a long weekend, y'all.
I was asleep.
And I went to a seminar. I went to 2 seminars that morning. I went to a rose class that was hosted by Wanda Man, amazing Black woman.
So proud of you.
It was so good. And then I went to a champagne and caviar pairing that the chef at Zero George, what's his name? Vincent.
I can't think of his last name, but you're right.
He's
the first name.
Yes.
Yes.
He is an amazing chef. He was talking about the similarities in the pairing of champagne with caviar.
Was it crude?
They had like 7 different champagnes.
Wow. Yeah, I didn't get to see that. And I don't know, so you did stuff after Ghost?
No, this was before.
Oh.
They started at 9, actually. That's right. I didn't get there until 10. And I went past the one class and half the other class. And shout out to Miranda Black Charleston. She actually went out to the event that morning. They had a whole like activation with Crab and Latia, where they went out and they went crab and
She did that. And then she went to
She went to the yard, and she went to the brunch that we went to at Proof that day. So she started.
She early because I didn't see her when I got there.
Yeah, she did leave early.
I know what bartenders events that you need to get there 30 to 45 minutes after because baby, it was everybody was in the party mode by the time I got there, and then I don't want to be there too long to get fully inebriated.
For real, I see your partnership.
Alexa, because I said I have to go, but I'll catch you later. Please do. Looking forward to seeing more of these. Oh yes, yes. We're going to be bringing these lives back, and the people are asking for a podcast, so y'all get ready for this.
The podcast is coming because there is so much behind the scenes things that we never get to.
Are wanting it.
We do these lives and we can barely get through all the things we want to taste in the hour.
We feel like we're going through everything.
And we're over the hour time limit.
We still have our global drinking ship, so that will be next time. We're going to have something really, really. We didn't even do the long run.
None of that.
So we missed 2 things that we're supposed to taste today that we don't have time for, and we're already over time. But we're gonna keep doing these, and hopefully we'll get through all the product. And y'all send us more product so we can review as well. It helps our palate, and we appreciate all of the support from everybody in person, digitally, through word of mouth, through smoke signals, and prayer. So
all of y'all. If y'all in town, please come and see us at the Julie concert on Saturday.
I forgot about that. I forgot that we are me at Juvenile concert on Saturday.
We will be there. Please come and have one of those rodeo cocktails with us that we curated, especially for Juvenile and this concert.
You won't regret it. For me, I know so many best like that. No shade, but I mean it's for me. So please, light, refreshing, perfect for the heat, because it's gonna be hot.
That Southern tea whiskey, you're gonna really enjoy it. Please come shake a tail feather with us. Tickets are still available. That's happening this Saturday at Firefly Distillery, starting around 6 or 7. I don't know the exact time.
Shout out to our giveaway winner. Let me go get her name because I really want to shout her out. Because thank you, everybody. So many people joined.
So many people participated and shared it. Thank y'all so much. We are going to be doing more with Firefly and
L's in the city. Your name different than your instinct. So L's in the city. We can't wait to see you and shake up some cocktails and give you your swag.
And bring your book. We will sign it for you. If you bring it, we will sign it.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're out earlier that day, Tanika will be speaking on a panel at the African American Tourism Conference happening at the College of Charleston that morning. That runs from 9 till 3 p.m. in the afternoon. It's a great conference to come out and meet people who are in the tourism industry, not just in Charleston, but all over to South Carolina. Yeah. They have a panel of great speakers. I know Gray is one of the speakers as well. Gray Richardson talking about tourism and her perspective working at Charleston Food and Wine Festival. Wine matters. It does matter. Charleston wine and food.
Yes.
We'll be talking about tourism as a product and how you can sell and market yourself to different agencies and brands. So if you're into that industry or you want to get into it, I highly recommend attending the African American Tourism Conference this Saturday.
We have someone up here saying that I got the mezcal. It is a great thick bottle. It is a thick bottle.
We love that.
Yeah, Montelobos is a great mezcal. I think it's a good introductory mezcal. Oh, you actually give any nice ideas from mixology except selling stuff? Do you actually give any nice ideas from mixology?
Oh, absolutely.
We definitely have our lives where we talk about cocktails, where we actually make the cocktails on live. But today we're just trying to go through our festival. We had our food and wine festival over the weekend. So we are talking about that. And we're talking about all of the products that we got sent in from different brands and we're tasting those. He's talking about
It's a recap. We usually do make a drink while we're on here and do a little mixology, but time has gotten away from us.
Yeah.
And we have so many things to go through. And we're not even, this is not a selling thing. We are just marketing and showcasing different options. So often as consumers, we get accustomed to buying the same thing over and over again because we're comfortable with it. But we want to give you different options when it comes to agave and spirits in general.
Yes.
Thanks for joining us. So
Thank you.
We'll come back to another session when we are doing more mixology.
And if you want some tips or you have any questions, you're more than welcome to ask us or send a DM and we can answer that privately.
We're headed out to DC next week for the American Craft Spirits Competition. We'll be judging a ton of different spirits made in America. Tigard will be on different panels. And I'm sure when we get back, we'll be having tons of information to share from that experience. It's always so enriching, professionally and personally.
And if we're ever in your area or you're in Charleston, come see us in person and you're going to learn a whole bunch of things.
We definitely have events coming out in October. Stay tuned.
And we would love to meet you.
Until we get back for us to announce those things. But right now, we do know that we're doing the Dia de los Muertos event with Berkatala and Mash on November 1st. Those tickets are already available, and that's going to be a smaller class. So if you want to attend that, get the tickets now. We're doing more intimate, smaller classes these days. It's easier for us to make it curated and give you a little bit more attention.
Yes. So
get those tickets now. They make amazing pastries at Berkatala Mash. So it'll be like some churros and some sweet treat paired with our tequila cocktails in our tasting. So don't miss out on that. And until next time, y'all, we love y'all.
Love you too.
Big time. Bye, y'all.